Welcome back to a whole new episode of The Real Steven TV. I'm your host, Steven, and today we're talking about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. From Variety, box office, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny stumbles with a $60 million debut. Disney's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny lassos the top spot on domestic box office charts, collecting an underwhelming $60 million in its opening weekend. That's a decent amount of money for a tentpole that aimed at an older audience. But Indiana Jones 5, one of the most expensive movies ever, costing a whopping $295 million before marketing. When you factor in the overall cost, you're thinking about this movie needs to make probably around 800 to 900 million just to break even. It'll take a heroic feat, one that would test even an enduring legend like Indiana Jones, for the fifth installment in the decades-old franchise to become profitable in its theatrical run. In addition to Dial of Destiny and Ruby Gilman, the DC superhero adventure The Flash tumbled to number 8 spot in its third weekend in release with 5 million. Another embarrassing 67% drop. It has yet to cross the 100 million domestically, which is mind-numbingly sad for that movie, with a ticket sales of 92.2 million to date. And if you look at several other websites all saying the same thing, Indiana Jones 5 posts disappointing 60 million opening weekend. Here's a little bit of information about previous Indiana Jones movies. It says, what is the total gross for the previous Indiana Jones movies? We got a list of domestic and worldwide. As you can see, worldwide, Raiders of the Lost Ark, 390 million. Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, which Temple of Doom is a prequel, technically, even though it was the second movie, for anyone who didn't know that. 333 million. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, 474 million. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of Crystal Skull, which we don't really talk about that much. It wasn't a very beloved movie. 791 million. Now, granted, this is just the opening weekend for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, but from every prediction that I've heard from all across the fan space, that it is not going to do well. It is definitely going to lose money. Now, I also have heard that it wasn't that Disney or Lucasfilm that begged Harrison Ford to come back and do this movie. It was actually Harrison Ford who wanted to do a fifth movie. I myself have not gone and seen this movie because I don't want to destroy my image of what I view as being a perfect 3 movies, whereas you got the Raiders of the Lost Ark, you got Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, and you have Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Now, granted, fourth one, we don't really talk about that much. So, those are what the numbers are for the first weekend of Indiana Jones. That highly disappointing, highly terrible numbers coming off of this movie that should have been an awesome movie. I have heard so many people with amazing, great ideas that every single one of them heard of what they could have done for this movie, that I was like, yes, I would love to see that version of Indiana Jones. This version, from everything I've heard, from detailed explanations of what happened, and I've heard from multiple sources, it sounds horrible. Like, whoever wrote this does not know how to write a good movie. And of course, this is also a Kathleen Kennedy project as well. So, she ends up basically destroying everything that she produces. Alright, so with all that, I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to say, tell me what you thought. Did you go see this movie? Did you like this movie? Did you not like this movie? Do you not want to watch this movie just like me and destroy your image of Indiana Jones? Give any of the thoughts that you might have. That said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch all y'all next time.